Hi, race fans. Hey, it's Phil Nightingale, Nick Ballman, Nick Roberts, episode 3 of the Mel Hamilton Ford Hunt for Horsepower. Guys, we're having a blast with this, aren't we?
A lot of fun.
All right, everybody, we're back out at Kansas International Dragway to put her back on the drag strip after the tune. Nick, you got to drive it out here. That's kind of your first time behind the wheel, but you drove some other 5.0 Mustangs. So since the tune's been in and the transmission's been shifting, what did it drive like coming out here to Kansas International Dragway?
Yeah, you're right. I've been in several stock 5-liter Mustangs, and this car drives considerably different now with the transmission tune and the engine tune. Everything is just so much smoother. You come up on the on-ramp, and, I mean, you're running 80 miles an hour before you
burn some rubber on the way out here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
just checking. Make sure the tires are hot, right?
Yeah, they're warm.
Okay, just checking. Okay, so Nick, let's update everybody kind of where we're at with the phase, and before we hit the drag strip, we can come back and show them some numbers and stuff. So kind of get them a wrap up of kind of where we're at with the car.
So the last time you seen us, we were at the dyno shop. Polk Performance is working through all the bugs, unfortunately, of having a 2021 Mustang and a lot of the stuff not being unlocked. He's got that done. The E85, Renegade Pro E85 is in the car. It's running well. We did a Steeda resonator delete. The transmission tune's fully done, all but the trans brake, which they're still working on that. We still think we're going to see some huge gains today with the way the transmission's shifting and the peak horsepower that we found.
Okay, so let's go back through the times when we were out here before the tune of that. Nick, you've got the times that we ran, so we can kind of compare when we run today, how much we gained and where we're at.
Absolutely. So when we came out here for our first episode, we brought this car as a bone stock GT 5-liter Mustang. And we put that car right on the racetrack, and we went 12,729 as a bone stock car. With a few small tweaks that day and a pair of Hoosier drag bracket radials, we got that car down to a 12,447. So we picked up roughly about 0.3 there. Since then, we've done quite a few things behind the scenes. So what do we think we're going to pick up today?
I'm guessing 0.6.
What do you think?
Today's a warm day, but I think it's definitely doable. I'm hoping we see a low 12 to a high 11 out of it.
I think we can get it in the 11s with the right driver. What do you think, Phil?
Well, I know about that for sure.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, you'll see the resonator delete in the video here later, what that does for you. The next phase after today, Nick, is going to be?
Full Steeda suspension. We have Viking front struts, Viking triple adjustable rears, pretty much everything to upgrade the stock Mustang bushings in the IRS that cause a lot of deflection and cause the car to hop. So that should help us in that. Net us even further and then help us even more down the road as we keep going with the power.
Okay, so anyway, Nick, roll through our sponsors. We got to thank everybody who's helping us make this program go. From Steeda,
Hoosier Tire, Fuel Injector Development helped us with the injectors that we'll be putting in this car. Aeromotive did a full fuel system front to rear for this car when we get down to bigger horsepower. Steeda obviously was the huge one there behind us too.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens today. So let's go put this thing on the track and see what happens.
Let's hit the track, guys.
Okay, everybody, we've made a few passes down the strip. Nick, tell them the results.
Well, guys, it's muggy out here.
It is
my back's sweaty.
Yeah.
We've got a 3,300 foot density altitude right now.
Still tough.
And then climbing as we go.
Right. You know, we wanted to get into the high 11s today, but we didn't quite make it. But we got really close, didn't we?
Okay, so tell them the time so we know where we're at.
So we came out right out of the gate. We made 2 passes. We made a pretty decent improvement, I thought. We ran a 12.15 and a 12.18 right out of the gate. We came back to the trailer. We iced it down with some bags of ice. We got it all nice and cold. We pulled back up to the line, and we went a 1.80 60 foot, and we ran a 12.03.
So we're right there. With the trans brake, I definitely know for a fact it would have went into the 90s. The first 2 runs, keep in mind, we drove this car from the dealership here. Very little cool down time. So, you know, guys like on a Friday night are gonna come to the track, they drive to the track, they make a pass. And this car is deadly consistent back to back in the heat. We did see a gain cooling it down, but like I said, you know, we're at 3,300 feet and climbing today. It's hot, it's sticky. So, you know, with better air, I think we would have been 1190s no matter what, but we're right there on that number, which I feel is really on par for a fun street car.
Okay, I do too. It's fun taking it down the track. I wish we could have gotten the 11s too, but that's okay. We're still gaining. We've got some things to go. So next step, Nick, what are we doing next?
Well, we have a huge pile of suspension parts from Steeda, and then we also have a turbo kit to go and fuel system. So we're gonna have to figure out where we want to go. And
I think we got to put the Steeda suspension on it and just see if it does change anything. I don't think it's going to change anything now because of where the horsepower and everything's at, but it's definitely going to help us when the turbo and stuff gets on. Absolutely. But I do want to get the trans brake in the suspension and come back again, and let's see if we can get it, what that does with the trans brake. It'd be a fair even shot from that side of the point too. So stay tuned for more. Mel Hamilton Ford, Hunt for Horsepower. Let's go through the sponsors again that's helped us make this happen. KID, Kansas International Dragway. Thank you guys for taking the time and letting us get out here and keep testing this car. And
Aeromotive Fuel Systems for all the fuel system for the car down the road. Fuel injector development, feeding the engine with fuel pressure from the Aeromotive fuel system. Steeda, suspension, resonator deletes, airbox, whole list of mods from them.
And Hoosier Tires, right?
Hoosier Tires,
Drag
MH
Slicks.
Ford Racing.
Okay, so everybody stay tuned. Keep watching the channel. Episode 4 coming at you here shortly.